Hey guys, welcome to 20 Metre Restart Agree to Disagree Rugby League podcast. I'm Hoonz.
I'm Nick.
And we would like to say good morning.
Scores from the weekend. Dragons 20, Parramatta Eels 18. Warriors went down to the Cronulla Sharks 18-15. Storm over the Roosters 9-8. Manly upset the Panthers 18-10. Bulldogs comfortably beat the Knights 36-16. Broncos came back against the Raiders 26-22. Titans over the Tigers 30-12. And Rabbitohs 21-20 over the North Queensland Cowboys. Hoonz, which team impressed you the most?
The team that impressed me the most is... I would have to say I was going to say the Melbourne Storm, but I expect that of Melbourne. Yeah. But Broncos. I would say Broncos. You know what? I'll give it to your team, Nick, the Broncos. Yeah, and here's why. Here's why I say Broncos. They always find a way to win. The will to never give up at Suncorp is just ridiculous. And I knew that the Raiders would choke eventually.
Yep.
I tipped the Broncos anyway. I thought at Suncorp they'd be too strong. When it was 16-0 up, like we talked off here, you weren't worried. I wasn't worried.
Most Broncos supporters wouldn't have been worried.
Yeah, Broncos just had that desire. You know, that's what Wayne Bennett actually does a great job at. Mm-hmm. Is instilling the confidence into his team. Because, let's be honest, at the start of this season, we both thought that the Cowboys would be further up the ladder than what the Broncos would be.
Yeah.
Difference is that Paul Green has never adapted. I'll talk about the coaching styles, is that never adapted to changes made and teams targeting his star players.
Yeah.
So, you know, every defense already knows what the Cowboys are producing on attacking plays because we've been shut down so many times this year.
Yeah.
Then you look at the Broncos. Wayne Bennett just adapts every single year, and that guy's been coaching for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
And he just keeps on adapting.
He's always successful.
He's always been a defensive coach.
Yep.
A great defensive coach, and that's why Brisbane did really well to hang on. And then the attacking raids started happening. And yeah, man, I give credit when credit's due, and congratulations, Broncos.
And I'm actually sort of inclined to agree with you. I will pick the Broncos as the team for the round, but to me, that's just lack of a better option. Really, I mean, no teams really stood out. I mean, Titans played all right, but it was against a weak Tigers side that didn't turn up at all. So,
I thought that was pretty impressive as well. Leichhardt Oval, you know, usually Tigers doesn't matter who they have, they always stepped up for Leichhardt, but no. Titans just shut them out. But no, Broncos deserved it.
Yeah. I mean, our big teams, you know, Dragons, obviously were just lucky to get away with the victory. They're lucky. Parramatta are just useless.
Choked.
Storm, as you said, that's what you expect. With that kind of experience in your team, you'd want them to come out in moments like that. So nothing special, especially when the game was riddled with errors, I found.
Yeah, and Cameron Smith, not in Origin as well, helps the Storm's course.
Yeah.
Especially, you can just see him. He's so refreshed. He's so fresh.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And and we both knew that, you know, they had two champions against their old buddy, old mate, the other champion on the other team. Yep. So it was a shootout, basically.
It was. So, well, I don't need to add anything to the Broncos. I think you said it all. I mean, it wasn't anything special. I didn't find the round anything interesting.
Neither.
To be honest, it was a pretty dull round. But since we're talking about Melbourne Storm and that Smith-Cronk connection, there was a bit of talk. I'm not sure if you've seen the video. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Of the end game, and they sort of, you know, Cronk's given everyone a hug except Cam Smith. So, you thoughts on that?
No, I just thought everyone's just playing it up, really.
Yep.
You know, I think it's more the fact that if you could see that Cam Smith was starting to prepare to go on television, you could see it, you know, when they were showing the widescreen and there was like a TV crew down there out on the field. But I just think everyone's just playing it up, trying to cause drama where there's no drama. Come on, these guys played together for what, almost 15 years.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that I wouldn't be surprised if him, Billy, and Smithy would all get together. Cronk, Smith, and Slater all get together after the game too, and just have a good catch up. You know, when you're out there on the field, you know, I don't really take notice of things like that. Really.
Yep.
I think there's people just playing it up. There's nothing in it. What about you, Nick?
Don't think so. Initially I thought that as well. My concern though was Cronk hugged everyone, even straight after. You could see, you know, he barely even made eye contact with Smith before he's moved on to the next bloke, and I thought that's odd. You know, that's happened for a reason. That's not just Cronk realising, oh, Cam's about to go on TV, I'll give him some space. That seems to be something else there. And I obviously have no idea. I'm not going off a simple handshake.
Did you see Cronk hug Slater?
There's no footage of it. I saw Cronk hug everyone else.
That's right. So, and you would have seen them go to Slater, you know, Cronk following Slater, or, you know, them crossing at least. You would have seen that for sure on those footages. But to me, that means that Cronk didn't go to Slater as well.
Well, he shook his hand and gave him a little hug like he did to everyone else. Maybe that's what that says, because there's nothing there.
Yeah, but, you know, like they were panning to Cronk, you know, and Smith, but they didn't pan to Cronk or Slater.
Okay.
So that's why I say, like, I think there's just nothing in it. I just believe this is all, you know, someone's got to hype it up.
Yep, okay. Fair
They're
enough.
doing a great job, though. That's a great job.
Yeah,
you know, like if I was in there, I'll get paid the big bucks, like we do on here.
They had a panel discussion about it, for God's sake.
And we just need to get paid the big bucks, Nick, and then we'll be doing that.
Just wanted to get your little insight on that.
Yeah, okay, cool, man.
Moving on, battle for the wooden spoon. It's between Parramatta and the Cowboys at the moment. Who's got it? Because both teams choked.
Parramatta's
got the wooden spoon?
I hope so. I rather not grab the wooden spoon. But
is your opinion from bias?
Of course it's biased. Of course it's biased, because Parramatta beat us, and that's even the worst part about the whole thing.
Yep.
I think we have the better points differential, if you could say that. You know, like I'm pretty sure Para's getting destroyed, so that helps us. That helps us. We just need to keep winning.
Wait, second worst?
Oh, who's the worst?
Newcastle.
Okay, cool. That's good. Because I was a bit scared you were going to say us.
No. Cowboys have, I think, 76 points on the Eels at this point.
This season's been our season of the close losses. So we've lost so many close games this year. Broncos, Raiders, Eels. Rabbitohs twice.
Yeah.
Who else did we lose to? I think Melbourne was another team. We came close. Panthers. You know, like we've lost a lot of close games that really just cost our season. I just think our team's just big-headed. But to your question, Eels, please get the wooden spoon again. You guys are good at getting wooden spoons.
So there is obviously only the one win the difference. Eels are on 6 competition points. Cowboys are on 8.
Really? We're only on 8? I thought
only
we were
on 8.
10.
15.
Surely we're getting a bye. We need a bye.
Yes. You have the bye this round, but so do Parramatta.
Oh, that's all right.
So
we just got to beat Parramatta. Our aim, beat Parramatta Eels. And I think there's how many games left, Nick?
Cowboys are in trouble. There's 24 games played, so 8 games left, I believe.
8 games.
Some teams have 9, some teams have 8, sorry.
Okay, this is what I want to happen. I know it might not happen, but we just need to win 8 games in a row. Let's do it, boys. Let's do it. We've done it before.
Yep.
Not under these circumstances, but we've done it before where we had to win so many games in a row. I still believe we can do it and make the top 8.
Yeah. No, it's not impossible.
They'll give us 26 points.
There's 8 games left.
8 games.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 16, 26.
Come on, man.
I thought you meant like his total, that'll give you 26 points. And I was like, 8 times 2 isn't 26. That's my bad, sorry. Didn't make that connection. Okay, fair enough. See, I'm still undecided on that. I mean, Parramatta, to choke a 10-point lead in the last 6 minutes of a game, or 13 minutes or something of the game. Embarrassing, to say the least, but I wouldn't say much more of the Cowboys' performance. That was just as shocking.
It wasn't... Yeah, it was shocking.
I'm sorry.
I was almost about to throw the remote at the TV.
Yeah, oh yeah. Robbie Farah made his return to the Tigers. What are your thoughts on that? His first game on the weekend at Leichhardt.
Yeah, man. Leichhardt Oval. Stronghold of the West Tigers.
Yep.
And what a poor performance. To come back to the Tigers, because you get to finish in your own terms. He's lucky that Benji Marshall even suggested the idea, because I heard that it was Benji Marshall that actually suggested the idea of Robbie returning to the Tigers. I think that, I just think that was a poor performance considering that they were at home. I mean, not just home, Leichhardt.
Yeah.
So
Leichhardt Oval.
Man, what about you? What is your thought on Robbie returning?
He was just toxic to a team's culture.
I don't think it was a feel-good story.
And that was no. It was upsetting to see him come back.
Benji was a feel-good story.
Oh yeah, fully. Tigers fans would have been happy to see Benji there, but I don't think many of them would have been happy to see Robbie Farah back.
I seen comments.
Yeah,
we don't need that guy.
That was that kind of frustrated me a little bit to see, Ivan Cleary, who seemed to have built such a strong team culture at the start of the year, and to see it just dissipate within weeks.
I noticed that they don't have strong leaders on the field right now. Well, no. Well, you know what? I'm going to just be straight up. I just think that the loss of Benji Marshall is too big of a loss.
Yeah.
Because he's been the points of difference in all those games that they won.
Luke Brooks needs experience behind him, and Josh Reynolds just doesn't offer that.
See, and now have you noticed Luke Brooks has been exposed?
Yeah.
He was on form.
He was phenomenal with Benji by his side.
Yeah.
Putting in beautiful kicks and attacking play.
Yeah, and now look at them, and now they're falling off the pace badly.
Yep. Controversy. Sharks versus Warriors. Forward pass. Do we get the bunker involved in forward passes?
I think in the try-scoring situations, especially if you knew it was forward as soon as it let go, out of his hands. I thought forward. I called forward straight away, but they gave the try. Now, we know this. The bunker never gets involved into a forward pass, only a knock-on.
That's true.
And that's a bit... I feel like it's like a two-way thing. Sometimes I agree not to get involved, but when it's in crucial moments like that, and it did come forward out of the hands, and you can see it clearly anyway on footage.
Yep.
I think that they should intervene and say no, it was a forward pass. Just trying to make our game a little bit better, and then the fans have nothing to cry about. But I completely understand why the Warriors crowd was not happy. Yeah. Because on screen they all seen it, live, and it was a forward.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if you've seen the game, but what did you think of it, the controversy?
Obviously, I've only seen the forward pass itself. Like, I haven't actually... I didn't watch the game. I didn't have a chance to.
What was your thoughts?
Obviously forward. Yeah. I mean, you can't say it wasn't forward, can you?
You were happy because they won the tip, though.
I did get the tip right. Yes, that might factor into my opinion here, but no, I think the bunker is involved in enough controversy the way it is. Obviously, even with the Jake Granville decision on the weekend, where Greg Alexander blew up because it was called a try, and to me, it was such a... Jake Granville has committed to the tackle.
Yeah, he initiated the defensive.
And George Burt, to be fair, he ran at him, right? And didn't change his line, ran straight at him. All Granville had to do, fall over. All he had to do, and it's no try, penalty, Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead, he positions himself, and he goes for the tackle. So, I mean, why blow up at that? And there's so much controversy around the bunker. So much. And I think adding forward passes to it, when they're already 50-50, it's gonna make it even worse. Yeah. So, to me, no. Keep it the way it is. Leave it to the touchies.
Well, they were doing a poor job anyway, to be honest, the officials. I want to say that they're doing a great job, but go back to the one referee, make the decision on the field, like Bill Harrigan used to. Yep. He's my favourite ref of all time. And just call it, damn thing. They go to the bunker too much, too. Yep. If you know it's a try. In your heart, you know it's a try. You call that try.
Yeah.
Apologies, but yeah, you call
Might censor that. Yeah, fair enough. I should have kept this point for before. Actually, should have had it float on. But Tigers, can they still make finals?
If Benji gets back in time, I think they still can make the finals. I feel like that Benji just provides a better attacking option. And he keeps the team calm, as we all seen throughout the year.
Yep.
Because he's actually become the player that we all thought that he could be, and he's definitely proven it.
Yep.
And he always credited that to the Broncos, playing at the Broncos. Mm-hmm. So I think if Benji comes back in time, I think the Tigers still have a shot. I feel like that they got a good enough crew.
3 wins worth, though. They've got to make up 6 competition points.
I think that's not a big ask, considering that there's still 8 games left. And you think about it, I know this. Someone from the top 8 is going to drop off.
Yeah.
It's usually the trend of the NRL. And someone makes the surge to the finals. Anyone that can really start making a surge will be the Tigers. Right now, in the position that they are in, with the injuries they have, it's just and new combinations as well. That's what we've got to look at.
To me, anyone below Titans is out. So Titans are still in, I reckon. Within 6 points it's desperate, but it's still doable.
How far away is the Titans?
They're the same as Tigers in Canberra. Oh, wow. They're on 14 competition points.
Oh, so they're only 6 points adrift.
Only 6 points.
3 wins off. Wow, Titans have done really well. Actually, Titans will be another threat, I think. Titans are starting to build their game. Build their game. So, and the Titans have done that in the past where they've actually built their game towards the finals. They're a dangerous team, man. I think people are underestimating.
They can be a dangerous team.
And they're playing it'll be a big game this week, so we'll wait to the previews.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, man? What's your thoughts? Tigers making the top 8. Do you think they still can do it?
No. It's a no from me. Obviously, it is pretty dependent on when Benji comes back, but even so, I think signing Robbie Farah just kind of, it spoke to their culture at the moment. They've lost everything they started with at the start of the season. They don't have that same team. So, no, I don't see them. I don't see any team outside of I know you say there's usually a surge, and if any team's going to do it, then probably the Tigers, but it just seems unlikely to me at this stage.
I feel like it'll be interesting to see that. I'm just going to carry on with this. I want to know who's the hierarchy when Benji gets back on that field. Robbie Farah or Benji Marshall? Robbie Farah used to be captain of that club, but not anymore, mate. You ain't captain anymore. You just got back. Where Benji Marshall's been an integral part of the whole new system that the Tigers have brought in, Ivan's brought in. Mm-hmm. So it'd be interesting to see who is that leader out on that field when he gets back. Because for the Tigers to stand any chance would be, Benji has to take the lead.
Okay. And this is just be the last point before we go into our tips.
Yep.
Drama at Penrith, apparently. So there's been a little bit of rumours about Anthony Griffin's job, which to me seems kind of made up because obviously they're, 3rd or 4th on the ladder. But they're apparently undergoing a review. And Phil Gould insists there's no drama at Penrith, but they lost to Manly and got absolutely pumped by the Roosters the week before. And week before that, they just beat the Raiders on, back-to-back Raiders' horrible mistakes. So, is something wrong there? Is there a decline in their team?
I think fatigue and injuries.
Okay, injuries?
Yeah, I think for RCG, big loss for them in the forward pack.
Prop forward, but they don't seem weak in the forward pack. They've still got Tamo in the front row.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Tamo, he used to be good, but I think certain things like fatigue is definitely in the Panthers. They've got their halves playing Origin. Mm-hmm. They've got Tyrone Peachey on the bench for Origin.
Tyrone Peachey's played 20 minutes of Origin though, so he's not going to be that tired.
Still, but little things, especially their halves though. They're the crucial part of their whole system.
Yep.
The Panthers. I think the Panthers will be all right. I heard about the controversy as well, but there's no way you can kick out somebody or even be under scrutiny
when your team's in the top 4.
Yeah, when you're in the top 4.
Yeah.
And I think the Panthers is one of the most dangerous sides in the NRL.
I think they can be, yep.
If they are on, they can beat any team in the competition. It doesn't matter who stands in their way.
Okay.
But I just feel like probably fatigue, especially mentally for their halves. And obviously their halves is their man, Nathan Cleary and James Malone.
They've been doing so much work for that team, yeah.
So once they get probably freshened up, and if I was Anthony Griffin, I would actually stand them down. If the Panthers were playing
just for a game or
after
two?
Origin,
They are playing this weekend.
Yeah, what about the following weekend after Origin?
Friday night.
Yep. Now you got to stand them down. You have to stand down your two halves.
That's 2 games in a row without your halves, though, against 2 top 8 teams.
Yeah,
so
would you rather lose to those 2 top 8 teams or drop out?
But then that means you've lost 4 of your last 5 games, most likely, and one of those games was a lucky 1-point win over the Raiders.
I would look to refresh, really. Oh, and not only that, I actually thinking about it. The Panthers, the Kiwis players that played over in Denver, they came back as well. So fatigue.
Who else? Who played for the?
Dallin White and Zelezniak.
Yeah. Who else?
You had what's it? James Fisher Harris from the Panthers.
Okay, sorry.
So 2 starting players.
Yep.
Who else was in that team? Well, those 2 are the only ones I can think of at the moment.
Okay.
But they still 2 key players, because James Fisher Harris has been amazing this year.
Yep.
And Dallin White and so is he at fullback. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. What's your thoughts on it?
On Penrith.
On Penrith, yeah.
Yeah.
The controversy.
Look, I think you can't, and he's top 4. You can't put his coaching job under stress.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't at all. But at the same time, if he loses the next 2 games, and suddenly they've lost 4 in a row, or 4 from 5, that sort of opens up some questions. Your team's on a bit of a decline then, and that seems significant enough to at least put some pressure on him.
How many points are there on?
Competition points?
Yep.
22.
Okay, this will if this happens, if the Panthers start losing from now on and drop out of the 8, then your coaching job is on the line. Or even if you drop to 8th. And that's possible still. That's the problem. It's still
fully.
possible. All those teams that are in the top 4 still could lose.
The Roosters, the Sharks, and the Broncos are only 2 points behind that. That's 1 win.
Yep, that's it.
So,
wow. It's crazy. It's crazy close.
And Roosters have a better points difference than Penrith.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me, it sort of makes a little bit of sense. Because he won't have his halves this week, and he won't have his halves next week.
Well, you can't play your halves. Well, no, you can play your halves back up from Origin, but is it a smart move?
You're legally allowed to, but I don't think you should. I mean, that's just brutal. Imagine playing a game, have a day off, and then another game. That's just not fair.
Well, Cameron Smith's done it. JT's done it.
They have, but are you going to put Cleary and Maloney on that level yet?
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move on to our tips.
Okay.
Only four games this weekend.
Yay.
So nothing.
2 each.
Nothing special. That's right. So first game is Storm versus the Dragons at Amy Park. I'll take this one, and I think I'm going to go with the Storm.
I was going to pick that. I was hoping you would throw it because it was easy for me because I was going for the Storm as well.
Yeah. It's hard to tip the Dragons after a performance like last week when they just got lucky to win that game.
Oh, and they lost their Origin players.
Exactly. So to me,
whereas Melbourne's got Cameron Smith.
Yeah, they've still got Smith, which is a huge part of their team. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go Melbourne there. Friday night at Panthers Stadium, Penrith take on the Warriors. Who have you got?
Warriors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was an easy question.
Right, that one's easy. Obviously, Origin players are gone, especially the halves.
Campbell, Gillard, Cleary, Maloney, and Peachy.
Yep. And
trouble.
the Warriors, they're fully.
They don't lose anyone.
That's fully stacked. They're ready to rumble.
Yeah. So, fair enough. Next game, Saturday night, Belmore Sports Ground. Canterbury take on the Raiders. That'd be a close game. God, I've given myself the 2 tough ones.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
I'm gonna have to go the Bulldogs. I think Raiders just find a way to lose. Even when they're in the lead, they just don't look like they know what they're doing. They just look like a team that's lost.
Didn't the Bulldogs win? They did. Win.
Bulldogs smashed the Knights 36-16.
Oh, come on, that's the nice side there. That's
without Kalen.
Kalen Ponga gets injured in what?
15 minutes.
Wow.
So, yeah, that is true. But still, nonetheless, I think Raiders just find a way to lose the game. And I think Bulldogs are on a bit of a high at the moment.
Yep.
So I see them carrying that 2 weeks in a row. And then they'll get back to their losing ways. But no, Bulldogs at home after back. And final game at Seabus Super. Gold Coast take on the Broncos. Who have we got, Hoonz?
Titans.
Oh, jeez, he's dumb.
Titans.
Okay. You know what, Hoonz? When you're sitting there 3 from 4, and I'm laughing with 4 from 4, Don't say I didn't tell you.
What's that? Like, what is... wait. Don't Broncos lose some players too?
Maguire, McCulloch.
Jared Wallace has gone for the Titans. Ryan James will be still playing because he's only 18th man for...
Matt Lodge and Thaiday will take the front row, though.
Matt Lodge and Thaiday.
Front row.
Yeah, Matt Lodge is not that good.
No, he's not, but
Hey, that guy.
neither is Ryan James.
But then you guys lost Corey Oates as well. I don't know.
So Kahu and Roberts. Oh, Roberts is gone as well.
Yeah, Roberts is gone.
There you go. Okay, look, it'll be interesting, but no, I'm still gonna have to back the Broncos.
Well, I remember this. This is what I remember last time. Suncorp Stadium, Titans, Broncos. Titans
To go off
smash the Broncos.
to go off one game though is kind of stupid, isn't it?
Oh, no, just because of the same trend that's happened. It's happening. The Titans won, I think, maybe 2 games in a row before they played the Broncos. Same
Okay.
thing is happening again. They're on that little winning streak, and the Titans are there. Seabart Super Stadium. This is the time for Ash Taylor to stand up, do his mark. Kevin Proctor still there, leader of the team.
Okay.
Ryan James should be still there. They still have a phenomenal Conrad Hurrell, Michael Gordon. He's the man.
Conrad Hurrell's not a bad player, but he's got attitude problems. Wouldn't back him. Wouldn't support him.
He has hands problems at times. Error riddled, but no.
And attitude problems. They don't pick
you can
him.
defend your Broncos, but I think the Titans are going to get them. They're coming for them.
Okay,
It's going to be 2 out of 2 this season.
Your reasoning seems a little bit too superstitious to back, so I'm obviously going to have to go Broncos. There's no way I'm going to tip against them.
Yeah, I know. Your heart says Broncos.
So, even my head is saying Broncos, though.
What's the weekend side?
So,
You guys got, don't get me wrong, like Jordan Kahu's still there.
and Jared Wallace and JR out.
Yeah. Come on, let's be honest. Jared Wallace. Jairo, yeah, probably Jairo's probably a big loss, but
Broncos.
there's still good players for the Titans playing in this week's game, and they smashed, I'm pretty sure, did they play Manly?
Who?
No, who did they play? They smashed somebody. Well, last week they smashed someone.
Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
Yeah, they beat the Tigers at Leichhardt.
Oh, yeah, Tigers. They smashed the Tigers. And they won the game before too, didn't they?
Against the Bulldogs, 32-10.
Yeah.
So, once again, 2 weak teams at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see.
So,
Come on, Titans. Give me 4 in a row. 4 in a row.
okay, well, one of us is going to be 4 from 4.
Yeah, 4 from 4, and the other's going to be 3 out of 4. Hopefully I come back. I'm just going to jump on the Titans bandwagon. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm on their bandwagon.
Always been a Titans fan.
If someone calls me a bandwagon jumper, Nick, I'm just all in there. I don't care. I'm like, yeah, I'm a Titans fan right now because the Cowboys are 15th place.
All right, well, I think that wraps up our podcast for this week.
Yep. This is Hoonz.
I'm Nick.
Signing off. Laters.